Howdy, my name is Luke Jackson. I am a sophomore engineering student and a part of the class of 26 here in A&M Galveston. This is my final archaeology project. Once again, I'm Luke Jackson. I decided to go with an archaeological site, more specifically, the site of Petra. Now, Petra is a symbol of Jordan, as well as Jordan's most visited touristic attraction. The Petra is one of, if not the most famous and well-known archaeological site to currently exist. Now, Petra is the capital of the Nabatean Empire from the 1st century BC. The Nabateans were very wealthy through their trade in frankincense, myrrh, spices, gold, and just other minerals and other tradable stuff they had and they found on their land. In 1812 AD, a Swiss explorer by the name of Johannes Burckhardt, who wanted to rediscover the city of Petra. He dressed as an Arab and convinced his Bedouin guide to take him to the lost city, where news of the city of Petra spread by him, of course, and it became popular in the West. And when I say West, I mean Western Hemisphere, like America. In 363 AD, a large earthquake destroyed most of the city. This earthquake and new trade route that recently opened sometime in the 4th century caused the city to be abandoned. By the 7th century AD, the city of Petra, Jordan was almost completely abandoned. The city of Petra, Jordan is also known as the Rose Red City due to its color. Petra was built entirely out of rock and stone, and these materials have a reddish tint to them that causes the city to appear colorful. Many of the buildings and structures were carved from the walls of rock instead of being built from the ground up. Such carved buildings include tombs and catacombs where their dead were buried. Now, probably the most easily recognizable structure in Petra is the Al-Khazna, aka in English, the Treasury. Al-Khazna is 40 meters high, so about a 13-story tall building that has been interiorly decorated with Corinthian capitals or just fancy-looking columns, friezes, or broad horizontal band of sculpted or painted decorations. You know, the little murals that look like they were like marble statues, figures and statues, and more. Al-Khazna is crowned by a funerary urn, which legend states that it conceals a pharaoh's treasure. This was probably constructed sometime around the 1st century BC. Now, I can't talk about the city of Petra, Jordan, or the Al-Khazna without mentioning how I found out about it, how I know about it, and probably how most of America knows about it. It's safe to assume that this is the reason why it is popular in America. The Al-Khazna was featured in the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where director Steven Spielberg featured this location as the final resting place of the Holy Grail. Now, hence his inspiration for putting the artifact there was that Petra was eventually under Roman control under the Emperor Trajan in 106 CE, where Christianity was introduced, and this was assumed to be Spielberg's reasoning for including this in the movie. As the Holy Grail is a Crusader-related artifact, and the Holy Grail in the movie is said to have been built by Jesus Christ, or described as the son of a carpenter in the movie. Now, once again, hi, I'm Luke Jackson. The audience for this infographic is made for adults or teenagers. They do not need to have any prior knowledge of the archaeological site of Petra, seen the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, or any archaeological knowledge at all. Here are my works cited, and some questions that people might have about this infographic, if you're doing this in person, would be questions such as, Why is Petra Jordan so famous in the archaeological world? And to that I say, Petra Jordan captivates its carved captivates with its carved rose red cliffs, showcasing Nabatean architectural mastery. Its historical importance as a trade hub, iconic structures like the Treasury, and enigmatic allure as an ongoing archaeological treasure trove contributes to its worldwide fame in archaeology. Now, another question would be, why should I care about Petra Jordan, the city of Petra Jordan? And to that I say, Petra Jordan holds an immense cultural and historical significance as an archaeological wonder and former trade hub. Its stunning rock-carved structures, like the Treasury, offers a glimpse into ancient civilization. Exploring Petra unveils a rich past, inviting awe and appreciation for human integrity and for human ingenuity and heritage. Thank you.